Heaven, everyone. This is Tycoon Whippy for ISTRep.cash, and we are going over our market. Yes, we get to have a market too. Yes, and as you see right here, yes, we have the static token market. And so let's just talk about the differences between this kind of market and the regular market that you see. Yeah, the regular market that you see, the prices change every day. They're up, they're down, they're up, they're down, they're up, they're down. But as this says, yes, this is a static token market. The price is the same Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all day. Yes, so this is why we call it static. And because of the way that our instrument is, it is a fixed income instrument. Therefore, it has a static token price because what it's going to give you over the term of it is less. Yeah. And so, yeah, that is the ISTTWT ISTRep.cash income share token static token market. So yeah, when you put your token on this particular market, every single day your price is going to be the same. And where does the price come from? Yeah, let us remember that the price comes from our TWT. When we set up our TWT, we have a price. Yes, we have a price, and that price is the STP, right? The starting token price or the static token price of $4.20. It comes directly from the TWT, and we see it's in every TWT. It's a part of the TWT. It's the STP of the TWT. And you see this one here, it's 39 cents. Yes. So, yeah, that's where our price actually comes from for our static token price. We build it in when we build the TWT, and then it comes to this market here, and it's displayed as your FinPick. And down here in this tester, we just put a picture there. Yeah. Yes, let us explain the ISTRep.cash utility tokens. Yes, these are the tokens created by ISTRep for utility purposes. Yes, if you would like to indulge in the IST market, you have to have some rep rating airdrop. If you would like to post peg a product, you have to have some post peg token. So yes, these tokens are different than a capital gains token that's just saying, hey, it starts at a penny and maybe it'll go to $1. Yes, these are saying if you would like to do certain things on our website, you have to have these tokens. Yeah, we're all familiar with it. Yeah. And so if you click the square here, it will pull up the information for the token here. Yeah. And just as if you click over here in the post peg, you will get the pop-up for the post peg. Yeah. It just gives you some Genesis information and why the utility. Yes. And the utility values for the particular token. And if you would like to buy them, you can press the blue buy button to buy the rep rating airdrop token. Yes. Or you can press the purple buy button to buy the post peg. Yes. And of course, if you click one of these buy buttons, it pulls up our buying pop-up. Yeah. And it also has the token history and metrics. Yeah. And it says we have the yearly minimum, which is how many tokens we will put onto the market for that year. Yeah. And we have the static token price that we set. And for rep rating airdrop token, it happens to be $1 for one token. And it shows you the tokens that we have on the market, how many are actually free to be owned. Yes. And as a demo, this is the demo setup, but everything works for real on the live site. And we have the number of token owners, and it will show you how many users have actually gotten this token. And the year of done tells you how many full verifications have been done. In each step of the process, we're going to get a verification. Every time we get a verification, it's a full verification. Yeah. And that will tell us Yes, this here tells us the tokens sold, how many tokens have actually been sold through what we have been tracked. Yeah, and we automatically take in the token sold, and if it turns out to be a lie in the verification, we just take it off at the verification spot. And this here will is telling everyone how much ZEC the company has received. Yes, because all of this is based in ZEC, and that is the token history and metrics. Yes, and of course we'll be going over the regular token purchasing. How many tokens? You just put the number of tokens here. It's going to tell you. Let's say we'd like to have 3 of these tokens. It will tell you the number of ZEC that you have to send to our stored company address. Yes, and then once you get that, of course, you come over here to your cash tab, and it will you'll go and you'll get your receipt. Right, you grab your receipt, and inside of the receipt will be your TX. Right, and you'll take that TX and copy and paste it in there. Right, transaction identifier. Yeah, so we'll just copy that. If it goes here, right, you can easily just copy that, and then you come back into the marketplace and you paste that into here. Yeah, and then you'll paste your wallet address into there. Yeah, paste your wallet address into there. This is our wallet address, so I'm gonna paste it in here for this demo purposes, and then you can report, and that is to say, okay, I'm ready to do this, but let me check to make sure that this is all proper, and then you'll press this second button. Yeah, and then it'll go off and it'll send the requisite, which we will show when we are talking about regular tokens, and it'll be in this particular playlist. So just keep watching the videos in the playlist, and you'll learn everything about the IST rep.cash utility tokens. And in the same way with the post peg, you can click the post peg buy here. But yes, the post peg is just a little bit different. Yeah, because we can see below the product purchase and report that post peg comes in blocks. Yes, and it tells you that the yield minimum is 10. So in order to post peg one product, you must have 10 post peg tokens. So you can go ahead and you can press that 10 right there, or you can press the 20, the 40, the 60, the 80. Yes, you are locked at 80 at a time, because you really only need 10, and you get a lot of yes. So yes, once you click this button here, you'll see that down here, yes, that we have how much ZEC we need to send to the company address in order to purchase these tokens. And of course, down here, we'll have the token metrics for the post peg token. All right, yes. So you guys would like you some post peg tokens, you get on in here and you buy some, yes. And then you like you some rep rating airdrop token, you get on in here and you buy some, and you get the rewards for it. Yeah, you buy post peg tokens, you can post peg products. You buy rep rating airdrop tokens. Every time someone puts in for a sit rep bonus, you get your little piece, and you get to create ISTs and have long-term storage. Heaven, yeah. So of course we all remember I created every stitch of this. So yes, this is me, the creator, Tycoon Wibby, telling you about this. And this has been IST rep.cash utility tokens for our static token market. Yes. Heaven. Yes, haven. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Heaven, everyone. This is Tycoon Wibby, and today we will be describing how to get your token onto the token market, the static token market, yeah? Because in the last video, we went over the company tokens, yeah? So let's go over you making your own token. Yeah, and having it on the IST market, what it looks like when you sell it, what it looks like when you have to fulfill the selling of your token. Heaven, let's get to it. So, of course, yes, the first thing we need to do is go to our user dashboard, our Heaven We. Yeah, you click that right there, whether it's Heaven We, Heaven Me. Yeah. You come to your TWTs, right? You'll be in here. You come to your TWTs, yeah? And you say, well, which TWT would I like to make a IST ponder over, yeah? And so we'll pull one of these personal TWTs since we got that set up. And we'll look at our TWT here and say, would I like to put this token on the market and let it go live? And I'm like, yeah. All right, so we have our particular TWT here after looking over it. And the next thing we have to do is go and list a new IST. All right, we already got that loaded up. So of course we'll come down here and we'll choose the blockchain, because the first thing is, yes, what blockchain? Yes, the ZEC blockchain. Yes, link the TWT. And and then it gives you all the TWTs that you have here, and you click which TWT you'd like to link, and we'll did personal. So yes, we'll click that personal, and it'll give us all our free TWTs that we can use to make ISTs. Yes, so we'll just click on that Tycoon Heaven right there, and it shoots out this, which is the form for the creation of, yes, the personal IST. And so yes, I say when doing the ISTs, make sure the token name, right, is the name of the token. Yeah, and you can see here, we'll come into our e-tokens, and you will see I name mine TWPIST, right? So I'm going to go in here to my create IST, yes, and I'm going to capitalize it, TWTPIST, yes. And of course we come back over here and we'll grab our wallet address, go here, right, and you just click on your address and it'll get copied, and you come back over to create IST, come here, click in there, and you see it already says cash tab wallet address. So you go ahead and you paste it in there, and then you have to get the token ID. So we go back into our cash tab, yes, and we'll go back here to the home screen, click into our e-tokens, click into our token, and we'll get this right here, the token ID. And what we'll do is we'll copy this token ID because it is very important for verification. And yes, we remember verification is how we build reputation. And we come here and we paste it right on in there. Yes, and so this is the thing of why I had to redo these create IST videos again, because we have a new thing here called a capital raise time period. Yes, because if you have to make payments while you're raising your currency through the selling of your tokens, how that really makes sense. Yeah. And then we created a new back structure for people who will become capital raisers. And in creating that structure, we comprehended that we needed a time period where only capital raising is going to be going on. Yes. So we got the 3-month period for people who can just raise capital very easily. Yes. And then we got the 6-month people for people who will learn to raise their capital in 6 months. Whatever that capital is, they will learn to raise it in 6 months. Because after 6 months, you get kicked off of the trading board. Yes, the static token market board. You're kicked off after your trading period. So, of course, if you're just creating an IST, you're just trying your hand at raising some capital, choose the 6 months. Yeah. And so when you, at the end of this 6 months is when you actually have to start making your monthly payments or your weekly payments on your IST. Yes. So for this one, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll choose the 6 months. And after you do that, it'll tell you your issue date and your expiration date for your IST. Pretty cool, yeah? Yeah, it is. So because this is an IST, it's like a job category. So we'll say, hey, Pick the job category. What is my job? Oh man, I am, let's say, I love recycling waste. I like making trash cans. And then we'll go ahead and put the name in here. Put the website in there. Yeah. And then I'm without a gig type. Right? Well, yeah, at this moment. Right? And if so you can leave this blank or you can fill it in if you have gig type. It just lets your users have that information, yeah. And if you have Gorbius, you can go ahead and stick it there. It's from an earlier build, and it still kind of makes sense, but we've stopped really having any kind of plans for it. But it may come about, so I leave it in there, yeah. And then we have the interplanetary file system. If you fill this in, you get bonus rep points, which is always good because you like more rep points. And of course, you go ahead and you put that summary in there. And our summary is, yes, we make fintech instruments for the global poor. Everyone can use these. If they're built for the global poor, everyone can use them. If they're built for the rich, only the rich can use those instruments, yeah? And of course, since this is a personal IST, we have to upload the FinPic. And yeah, you come down here and you click your FinPic picture and you upload it, and you click your selfie picture and you upload that, yes. And then you come down here and you click your Facebook links and your rest of your social media links, depending on if you like to fill that out, yeah. And I'm pretty sure we all, yes, how to put in links to link our social media to other things. And then you just press that personal IST button right there, and it goes and starts doing magic in the back that's linked to your sitrep dossier, so that you can begin to build history. It's linked to your rep card, beginning to display it, yeah. All right, and then it takes you to your business page that everyone will see. And you're like, all right, well, I'm trying to get on the token market. But yes, in order to do that, you have to go back to your user dashboard, right? Because you have to opt in. This is an opt-in thing, yeah? So you come down here and you search for the particular IST you just got finished doing with us. It was this personal IST. And we have our opt-in button right here. So we have to remember, we go in and we opt in, yeah. And we've went over this many times with the opt-in. We comprehend that. Thank you for tracking our token, buddy. Thank you for creating all of this. And since we done got opted in, we'll leave that up and we'll go back to the token market, and we'll see that we are up here on the token market page. Yes. And which one is this one? They're both going to be active markets for demo. So yeah, we have our token market on. We have our static token market on the static token market page. Yes. All right. So all right. So if somebody would like to come in and buy, we can see that's the old one. Yeah, and we'll come in and we'll click in the new one, and we'll see we have a new pop-up displaying, and this is capital raise, current, and yield done. So the current is what's going on at this moment in time, and the yield done is all the verifications we have done for this particular capital raise. Yes, and we see over off here on the side, we have our rep card, and we've been over this. There are videos on this. Everyone's familiar with the rep card. All right. And then we give information, yes, about particular things for this particular cap raising token, right? We like to give you the sum of how much they've raised with their capital raising, and the cutoff date when they're going to leave the market, how many ownerless tokens that they have here, yeah. And once they start selling, we'll give you the sales number, and we'll give you the cap raise reports, which are the yield reports for the verification of things actually getting done. Yes, we comprehend blockchain does it. So yes, we have IST owners here. So once everything gets going, the good handful of information you like to see when you're talking about a token. Yeah. And down here we have ship day history. Yes. So the ship day is how long does it take you to ship people their tokens? Yes, because our static token market works in that fashion. You ship the tokens. Yeah. And of course, we have the open token orders down here, right? So of course, everyone would like to have a zero ship day, because if you get a token order on day 16, it should really go out really close to day 17, right? Like 0 day ship orders, because we're going to tell everyone. And if you have 1 day ship orders and you have ship day orders of 2+, it's probably going to be hard for you to have a easy capital raising time. Yeah. But what happens when someone buys my token? Yes, and for that, we're going to have to log out of here and log into a new profile and show you what happens and how a person buys. Alrighty, let's just go do that. Alrighty, yeah, you see we're back, yes. And you see we have logged in as a new person because it is impossible for you to buy your own tokens. Of course, you can try to get about it by creating multiple profiles and things like that, but we have to remember that there's a much bigger picture going on, and it's your eternity, and what you do has to come back to you. So be good, so good comebacks to you. Yeah. So we're a different person, and we're like, I like this particular IST here. Let me get me some. Oh, let me look at this. Ooh, I'm about to be one of the first ones. Yes, sir. Yeah. And it was like, yeah, I'm really one of the first ones. So we scroll down here and we yes that we have this buying button here. Because when I was logged in with me, there was 0 buying button. But this time there's a buying button. So I just go in, I click here, and we see the regular token purchase pop-up. We keep seeing this pop up everywhere, man. It's yeah, once you do something nice, you just keep reusing it. Yeah. And so let's explain this pop-up a little bit better here. And of course, we have our FinPick here, and then we have some personal words for grown-ups. Why? I have zero idea, but you go with the flow, right? Which is saying that, hey, buying ISTs is at your own risk, right? But we do tell you, robust social media kind of gives you a hint that it's good to invest in that IST. If the social media is bland, probably a scam, stay away. Yeah. And here with the IST reputation right here, right? So if it's gray, it's neutral, they're a new person. If it's red, they bad at payments, right? If it's green, they're great at payments and they have good history, right? All right, so we have a little piece of information here. We have the total capital raised, which is 0 because they get to move any tokens. And we have our static token price here, which is $6.75 for their token. And we have a ownerless token of 4, right? So, all right, she's like, $6.75. Yeah, I'll get 1, right? Then press that 1 right there, and it says, hey, send 27,000 something, well, 273 Benji thousand something Zek to this particular address here, right? And we're like, all right, I'll do that, right? Hop in the cash tab, do all the sending, right? Because you can come here and let's make sure we locked in. You can copy the Zek here, right? And we all comprehend how to send a payment with the cash tab, right? Do we? Yeah. Click that middle button right there. Yeah, we do. Click that middle button right there, yeah. And you can put in the address here. Go to the IST marketplace. We can just copy the address right here. Press that copy button, and we can come over here to our Zek, and we can paste that right on in there with the CZ or the right click paste. And the sum of Zek we need to send, we just come right back to this marketplace here. We copy that Zek. We hop over to our cash tab and we paste that in there, right? And it says you need to have it at 2 decimal places. Shame on you, Bubs. Shame. So then when you go in, this will be fixed, but I promise you I'm done doing these videos. Yeah, that will be only 2, so you'll be able to slide it in and out really, really easy, right? All right, so then you press that send button, and it's gonna send it on off, and it's gonna give you a receipt, right? It's gonna give you a receipt. And once we have that receipt, all right, we pop that. Yeah, kind of just like the old. When you pop that, you come and you copy this receipt. Well, you click on it. Yes, you click on it. You go to block chair. You copy the receipt. Once you are at block chair, yes, you copy the TX. Yes, and then you come through and you paste in that TX there. Yeah. Then you come back in the cash tab. Yes. You come over here to your wallet, click that so it gets copied. You come back to your market, right? IST market, and you paste that in. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to press that report button. Then it's like, all right, yeah, you said you were going to report. That's great. Do you send it to the yivs though? Yes. Because every time you send something wrong to the yivs, you get a negative rep point hit. Yeah. It just takes away from rep points. So we're like, yeah, all I'm doing is 1, bud. That's 675. The guy's kind of on the heavy side. So I'm doing get me 1. Yeah, that all looks great. That's the TX. That's my wallet address. All right. Then we go ahead and we say, send that off to the yivs, bud. Yeah. And that is it, right? And then you can come back into your user dashboard after you have bought your tokens, and over here in your user dashboard, you're having us, it'll say my ISTR token orders, right? And so you have pre-yived what has been going on before the yivs get it and verified, and then you have your post-yiv, which are tokens that have been all the way verified, right? Token orders that have been verified. Yes. So you can see, all right, I'm supposed to get a token order from this particular token here. I ordered 1, right? And I only have 1 TX there, and I realize I need to have 2 TXs there before it can really become truly verified, right? So we all see that, right? I'm going to get the tokens from this particular IST. The number of token orders is equal to 1, right? All right, so what happens if you are the one who created the token and somebody has just bought your token? Alrighty, let's log out of here and log back in so that we can go see the issuer side of that particular business. Yes. Alrighty, let's do that at this moment. Hold on. All right, heaven, yeah, yes. And we can see that our opt-in is changed because we done changed it. It's the name of the token with the opt-in there. We click in there because we are the token owners, the token issuers, and we're like, all right, did I sell any tokens today? Yeah. So we come down to our opt-in sitrep tracking dashboard. Yeah. And we see that we have this particular pink button here, and that it says token product purchase orders. And we click in there and we see, hey, we got somebody that has bought one of our tokens. And it says send 1 IST token to ISTR address. Yeah. If you're involved in the IST in anything, you're called an ISTR. Yeah. And so you can come in and you can just grab this address right here. Copy that, right? And you come on over here to your wallet, right? And you go into there and you get in here and you get in your actual token and you come up there to address and you put your address in, right? And they got 1, so we put 1 in there. 1 in there, and then we'll press that button right there since this is demo and that's actual live where this is as far as we go in the demo. Yeah. So when you click that button right there, we all yes, right? We're gonna get our receipt, right? We're gonna need that receipt, and it's gonna take us to block chair. Yeah. And once we have sent it off, we have to report. That's what this button is over here for. This is the button for report. And it tracks with 0 day, 1 day, and 2 day plus, right? This is blue because we're still in 0 day. If we go into 1 day, it turns green. If we go into 2 day plus, it turns red. So we like to get them while they're blue. And of course, since we've been dealing with this IST thing for a while, we are used to the TX reporting. Yeah, the sit rep report. We're used to it. So we got the transaction hash right here, and we'll come in and we'll look, it says transaction hash. So we're just gonna go ahead and copy that, right? Gotta have the transaction hash. This is what the yields use to verify. And we come back into our user dashboard and we'll paste that TX hash in there. And then it'll tell us our particular token ID. And we go in and we say, well, how many tokens were sent? 1 token, right? And then we say, well, what was the timestamp? We grab a look at today's date, 09/27/2023, yes. And then once we get those information in there, we have our button pop up, yes. And so, yes, we click that button and it sends it off to the yields. And that is the complete process for the users for sending off the tokens. And they say, well, what happens when I send it off to the yields? Well, what is that, right? So if you happen to have a worker's profile, yes, you can click that work button there and it will take you to the work board, the worker dashboard, yes. And we'll wait for that to load up. And then it says, well, this here is the worker's dashboard, yeah. So if you can become a worker, you can become a worker, right? And if you become a worker, right, you just click this and you start verifying. 0 licenses needed, 0 anything needed. Just be a worker who verifies. And we all remember that as everything, we track everything. Yeah. So here's your worker dashboard, just as a little refresher, right? For those of you who are seeing the worker dashboard for the first time through this, right? So you get on your worker dashboard and you start building up your rep points so that you can become a second and go up through the year of bureaucracy. But yes, this is the worker dashboard where all the verifications are getting done. And we can see that we have this first verification here, which is the user buying the token. And then we have the second verification here, which is the issuer actually sending the token. And of course, as an aside, if you would like to become a worker, you go to your settings, yes, by clicking on your icon logo. And once you get off into your settings, yes, yeah, whenever we finish getting off into the settings, you come down here and your work button will be here. And of course, you do the worker's promise and all that jazz. And you can begin to start doing your verifications. And they say, hold on. Take that back, bud. Let me go back and see that work right quick. Take us back to that work, Bubs. Yes. And it says, 1 verify, 1 e-cash. Yeah, I might have to pass on that, bud. And I'm like, we'll switch it up and we'll figure out what actually makes sense. But I'm just going to leave it at 1 verification, 1 e-cash, because I'm probably going to be doing all the verifications in the beginning anyway, yeah? Me and my family. So, yeah, this has been getting your token onto the IST market and looking at the processes and learning the processes of how to purchase a token and how to fulfill a token order. This has been Tycoon Wibby for istrep.cash. Heaven, yes, I love you all. Heaven, everyone. This is Tycoon Wibby for istrep.cash, and today we're going to talk over a little snippet, the IST QR code market. This is for the people who are like, hey, Bubs, I only need to see the PARI, right? Like just show me the PARI and show me how many ownerless tokens there are. That's kind of all I need, Bubs. Like, I'm just trying to get in with a nice PARI with low token owners, right? Let me get that. right? And you can use the IST view to actually purchase your token. So this is for a person who would like to use the laptop and the phone at the same time so that they can buy easier. All right, heaven.